Oh man, it's been a while. And by a while, I mean like 6 days since I last uploaded a YouTube video. Yeah, it feels like it's been a fat minute. But anyways, I'm back here. What's up, everybody? It's a Casual Fan, back for another video. Today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the NFL free agency, all of the free agents, what's going on so far. There's already been some, big franchise tags. I'm getting some notifications of some pretty big news so far. So I'm going to be covering all that and predicting about where some NFL free agents are going to go. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe down below for more NFL offseason content like this. The NFL draft is coming right up around the corner, so be sure to stay tuned for that on this channel, as well as NBA playoff videos. March Madness is coming up in a couple of days, and all that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be a good time on this channel while all of that happens. Before I even actually dive into this, let's talk about Calvin Ridley for a second. This man literally got suspended for a whole year because he was gambling NFL games last year, which is, I find that insane because, so was the mental health thing like a cover-up? So was he really experiencing mental health issues? And he also ruined my fantasy season, but it's much bigger than that. It's the fact that Calvin Ridley is gambling NFL games, bro. Sometimes I really have to think, why are NFL players, grown men like this, so, immature and kind of act so out of pocket sometimes? These off-the-field issues are just getting crazier and crazier every day. And as I'm reading these tweets, it doesn't even look like it's that serious. Calvin Ridley said, just going to be back more healthy when I get back. I couldn't even watch football at that point. I bet $1,500 in total. I don't have a gambling problem. And I agree. I don't think it's that big of a deal. He's just, placing a simple bet. He's just a human just like the rest of us, he's a player in the NFL, but that doesn't mean he can't bet on the team. But it's very interesting on who he betted on and if he won the bet. That's the only thing that I'm curious about. But, apparently there's an inside source that says the bets did include the Atlanta Falcons, which is interesting. Something big that came out today was the Bengals tagging Jesse Bates, which is kind of an interesting move because I think they should have signed him to a max deal. I think that would have been better to keep a guy like Jesse Bates around. But at the same time, you still have cap space more to use on your offensive line at this point. So tagging Jesse Bates is a W move that you're keeping him for another year, and then we're going to see where they move on from there. But, I'm not complaining. I wouldn't be complaining if I was a Bengals fan at all. Von Miller is also poking around, having a little bit of fun, because obviously, as we all know, he's an NFL free agent, and he might be going back to the Broncos. For me, it doesn't make any sense. I think he definitely has to find a way to stay with LA, unless LA is not interested in bringing him back because they have cap issues as well. But he's teasing going back to the Broncos. Now, if Rodgers goes back to the Broncos, then as a Packers fan, I obviously don't want that to happen. Then he should go to the Broncos, because why not? You're going back to the literal city that loves you. And then moving on, we have the Patriots cutting Kyle Van Noy. The Patriots are making some pretty big moves, on the defensive side of football. They're letting McCourtney walk, who is by far, in my opinion, their best defensive player. Kyle Van Noy is now walking. So, the Patriots, man, you guys got to step it up on defense now at this point. You guys are losing some pretty hardcore vets like this. Then quarterback Matthew Stafford is expected to get a raise and a new contract extension that could put him as $45 million a year. And then obviously, this Packers Aaron Rodgers drama is going to keep on continuing. As for the Packers, they're expected to release Zadarius Smith. The news isn't coming out officially, but that's definitely going to help the Packers with their cap situation. Obviously, as a Packers fan, I already said this in previous videos. I love Zadarius Smith. He brings in a lot of energy, but I think our defensive line is still going to thrive without him, and I hope he does good wherever he goes. Literally, all my best wishes to Zadarius Smith. But Aaron Rodgers, he's expected to be making his decision on Tuesday on the Pat McAfee show, or I don't even know where, because all this Aaron Rodgers drama, I'm almost kind of sick of it at this point, but I just want to hear the news drop already, and I want to hear where he's going. I just want to hear where it is. So David Njoku gets tagged by the Browns. I like that. I don't love it though. And Tyrann Mathieu from the Chiefs is expected to become a free agent and kind of test the waters of free agency. He might come back to the Chiefs, but he might not. Me personally, I don't think he is. He already said in a tweet that he does not like the Kansas City Chiefs fans and their whole entire fan base. So that's that. And also, kind of small news: Jack Doyle retired after 9 seasons in the NFL. So I think he's a Colts legend, a Colts mini legend. But overall, great career for Jack Doyle, and he will be missed. Now let's move on into a segment where I'm going to be predicting all of my NFL free agents. This is the first day kind of NFL free agency, but it's going to get much, much crazier. So first things first, Devonta Adams, Green Bay Packers. I think he's going to get franchise tagged one way or another. It kind of depends on what Aaron Rodgers is going to say or do, but I think he's going to get franchise tagged pretty much either way. Moving on, we got Teron Armstead from the New Orleans Saints. I think he's going to want to walk, but the Saints are going to figure out something with him, and he's going to either take like a little pay cut or he might just walk away because, the Saints have a very, 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 very big cap issue. Then we have Chris Godwin. I'm going to be honest. I can see Chris Godwin in one of two places. Number one, Arizona. I can see him going there to try to really make that Arizona team like even better and try to make them not frauds. And I think he's really going to love, going next to another big wide receiver, kind of like, like how he was in Tampa Bay with Mike Evans. I don't think he's going to stay in Tampa Bay one way or another. I don't think he's going to stay in Tampa Bay. But option number two, I think he's going to go to Philly because I believe he was born in Philly. I do need to double check that. Hold on, let me double check. Okay, so he wasn't born in Philly, but he went to school in Penn State, which is, I'd say it's close enough. But anyways, I think Chris Godwin, I think he's going to go, I think he's also going to test the waters with Washington. Washington, fun fact, they called up all 32 teams interested in their quarterback, saying, get us out of this. We just need a franchise quarterback. They even called Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, and they literally laughed on the phone. And I think Chris Godwin can potentially go to Washington. He could potentially go to Arizona. He can maybe stay in Tampa Bay. I don't think it's going to happen, though. Allen Robinson from the Bears, his shoes just didn't fit in Chicago, but where I think they are going to fit are the Eagles. Or, I'll do you one better, the Cleveland Browns. I think the Cleveland Browns are going to make a very good push for a strong wide receiver core this year, and I think they're going to do that with Allen Robinson. I think he's a perfect for the Browns, and I can really see him going there. Then finally, we have Marcus Williams. There's a lot more free agents, but this is the last guy that I'm going to talk about on this video. Marcus Williams is one of the best safeties in the league, if this right here never happened. But honestly, I don't see him staying with the Saints because I think the Saints are kind of on a downfall right now. It all depends on who they get at quarterback and how he performs next year. But they can't afford him, and I think he's definitely going to ask for quite a bit of money. So I can see him going to the Ravens. The Ravens is a good team that's going to be on the come up next year. So I see that happening, but who knows? Yeah, that's going to do it for you on this video. Stick around for more because this is only day one, and it's going to get much, much crazier as we keep on progressing to the season and with this free agency stuff, just me breaking down trades and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to be continuing my series of breaking down all the NFL teams' seasons from this past year and seeing how I think they could improve, as well as the NFL draft. I'm going to be doing mock drafts. I'm going to be doing a lot of NBA content. I definitely need to do more NBA content, and March Madness is only in a matter of days. So stick around for that video. It's probably going to be like a 20-minute long video. But for now, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys in the next one.